We were taken to the police
Classic.
station where I sat for several hours until my mother came to pick me.
You were what? You were locked up in police station until my mother came and afforded bail. No moi, it's Joinen, and welcome back to Meet My Story, where today we're checking out this one. I'm a girl with a mustache. Oh my gosh, I'm also a girl with a mustache. Yeah, I know, it's like so quirky. Like, I feel like I'm the only girl I know that has such a big bushy mustache, but like, I guess that's just because I just not really like the other girls.
Hello, everyone. My name is Lashona. Recently,
Lashona.
I noticed that my mustache began to grow. For a teenage girl, this is terrible, and I could not take it calmly. Because of this, I started to get into trouble.
What? Oh. I started getting into trouble because of a mustache? It turned me into a bad boy, so I started to get into trouble. I tell you what, I completely understand. All the trouble I get into, it's all because of this lip caterpillar. I blame everything on that. Though to some extent, a little bit of a mustache is like normal. Most people, if they don't want a mustache, guy or girl, anyone, you just get rid of it. Everybody has a mustache. Yeah, everybody's got a mustache, and then different people have different levels of visibility in their mustache. And if you don't like it, then you just take it away.
Until recently, I was just a normal girl who didn't have any problems. I went to a prestigious school that I got into thanks to my knowledge, found friends there, and even a best friend named Sandy.
Nice. But all that changed when the mustache attacked. How is this mustache gonna cause such problems for you? My life was fantastic. Everything was beautiful. I went to a prestigious school. I had a friend named Sandy. But boy, oh boy, I didn't know what I was in for. But she's kind of cute though, not gonna lie. But she got the little diva, diva triangles on her face.
However, at one point, everything turned upside down. One day, I woke up and saw a small mustache in my mirror.
Hell yeah! Yes! Now that is a classy look.
This shocked me very much, and I told my mother about it. We immediately went to the hospital where
Hospital? Hospital? You went to a hospital because you had some hair on your lip. Talk about an overreaction. I made a story about hormonal imbalance. Okay, well, yeah. I just don't understand why this is so like, there's hair on my lip. Quick, emergency. Get him to the emergency room.
I was informed that I had a hormone imbalance. It was because of this that a mustache began to grow on my face. The
Right.
doctor prescribed medication and said that the therapy would take a long time.
Wait. Therapy? Okay, I guess therapy is more a general word. Like, yeah, if you're gonna take the medication, that is considered therapy, right? We're not talking about like her needing therapy because she's got a stash.
I was very upset. I wanted to get rid of the terrible mustache so badly. But my mother forbade me to shave it or pluck it as it would make it grow even faster.
But that's not true. But that's just actually not true. It's one of those myths. Shaving does not make it grow back faster. Supposedly, the only thing that like you can attribute to it is when you shave, it like cuts the hair, and then it's a thicker part of the hair, and when it pushes out, it looks thicker because you've cut it to the thicker part, but it was always gonna... Something like that. I don't know. Not true, it's fake news. I have been told it is fake news. If you're on some sort of medication to get rid of it anyway, well then, you don't have to worry about it ending up real bushy one day because it's gonna go away. So if you really want to get rid of it, just get rid of it. Maybe she's growing a lot of mustache hair. It could mean something could be wrong. Oh, but that's what they said. It's a hormonal imbalance. It's the opposite of Rod from Hot Rod.
However, I was so disgusted by this mustache that I couldn't stand it, and I plucked it out that very night, ignoring my mother's instructions. Over the next few days, everything was fine until the mustache began to appear on my face again. It became darker and thicker.
Oh,
Moreover,
dang. You've been styling it? The mustaches don't just grow like that. You gotta get some like mustache wax and like specifically style it in that way. Like do a little one of these and then, yeah. Hold on. We can get one going. A little, I mean, I've been trimming it. Clearly she hasn't been. Just been working on that sweet mo. It looks pretty good though, to be honest. Why not? If you're gonna grow a wicked stash, then yeah, style it.
it grew in
Work with
much
it.
faster. I regretted not listening to my mother the first time. If before it was barely noticeable, now everyone could see it.
Yeah, but you're kind of owning it. Like, that's the thing. Like, if you're going to style it like that, everyone's like, dang, I kind of stand the stash. It looks sick. It looks pretty cool, though. It looks cool. Why doesn't it grow on her chin as well? I mean, who knows? Like, I guess who knows? If you have a hormonal imbalance, who knows if it's, like, evened out? You know what I mean? Maybe it's a hormonal imbalance, specifically in the upper lip. Joinen has no idea what middle school girls are like. I went to middle school. I understand that she's gonna get teased, but I'm just saying if you're gonna work with it, then, like, if you're gonna have the stash, then absolutely work with that bad boy. Don't make it awkward. Don't just, like, let this thing, like, grow over the front of your lip and then, like, yeah. You gotta style it exactly how she's done. Be like, no, you know what? This is the thing, and this is my thing. I'm the girl with the stash.
I understood that at school I would be immediately laughed at and decided to switch to distance learning, but my mother was against it. She said that such a teaching format would not give me the amount of knowledge that is given at a real school.
Sucks to be everyone at school in 2020. Everyone in the world doing schooling this year.
Also, my mother said that now study and not appearance should be my priority. I did not agree with her.
Look at this image. Just look at this image. There's this girl going to school. She's trying to balance study versus the stash. Which is she gonna choose?
So I decided to take extreme measures. In the morning, I left the house, and I did not go to school, but to my small hut which I had built a few months ago. I dressed so that no one would recognize me and see the terrible mustache on my face.
What? I'm starting to understand now why this mustache changed your life so drastically. You decided that, like, during the school, you're gonna live out in a hut. Avoid going to school and just live out in a hut where no one can see your stash.
I thought that I would not get caught for hooky due to my good academic performance in the past.
Not get caught for what?
But I was wrong again. After a while, the principal called my mother.
Yeah, but the principal is a man of culture as well. Like, you know, just sit down with the principal, sit there, have a chat about your mustache, you know, hit it off. He's got a little baby Yoda. You know what I mean? Baby Yoda, mustache, you got plenty of stuff to talk about.
And he was predisposed very negatively. The principal told her about my long absence and said that the elite school would not tolerate such behavior from students. As you might have guessed, I was expelled.
Yeah, what's this word? Hooky. Why is everyone saying hooky? What does it mean? Is it like wagging? Skip school. So, okay, it's just like wagging. I have never in my life heard the word hooky.
My mom immediately felt bad because of the pressure that had risen, and she lay in bed all day. She didn't talk to me for a week, and then she told me...
Your mum just refused to talk to you for a week? First, she's got to deal with this wicked moat on her face, and now she has to deal with her mum not even acknowledging her existence.
I was going to go to another school. At the same time, she added that she would monitor my attendance. I tried to persuade her to transfer me to distance learning again, but my mother was absolutely against it.
Send her to a mustache-only school. Send her to a school where everybody has to have mustaches. I still think she just needs to... This is too ridiculous. Like, what? She already has a wicked mo, and you're telling her she can't cut it off because it's going to grow back thicker. It's like, well, who cares? Cut it off again. It's already an insane stash.
In the end, I had to go to a new school.
That's true. Just wear a mask. Why not just wear a mask? And then, like, if people ask, you'd be like, oh, you know, I have a immune disorder. I'm very susceptible to catching colds or something like that. You know what I mean? Play it off as something like that.
The only hope was for a medical mask that I could wear while pretending to have a cold. Fortunately, the first day of school went better than I imagined.
No, you see, the pretending to have a cold thing. See, I already thought about that. The pretending to have a cold thing isn't that great because you can't just have a cold indefinitely. But if you claim that you can't catch a cold because of your, you know, of some medical issue, you know what I mean? So you have to wear the mask.
My classmates were very friendly. They talked to me a lot and learned about my hobbies. In a few days, I had a new friend, Lori, who brought me fruit to school so that I could recover faster. Everything was fine.
Okay. And then lunchtime hits. How's she going to deal with lunch?
But I couldn't hide my terrible secret forever. One day, the entire class had a routine medical checkup.
By the way, guys, I know you guys have been friends with me for a little while now, and we've really hit it off, but I have something to tell you. I have a wicked mustache. It's pretty sick. It goes like this. I put mustache wax in it so I can like curl it up and look like a real classy old-timey guy who says, "Why I order." Will you still be friends with me?
I didn't want to go at all, but I had no other choice. I stood at the end of the line so that no one but the school doctor would notice my mustache. When the doctor saw my mustache, I hoped that he would allow me to continue wearing the mask. However, he said that since I was perfectly healthy, I would have to get rid of it.
What? What? Why? What? Okay, first of all, you've got a routine checkup doctor at your school? That's weird. Second of all, he tells you can't wear a mask because there's no reason for you to wear it. That's so bizarre.
He also assured me that my classmates would not laugh at me since I had already made friends with so many people.
What? You can't be assuring that. You cannot be assuring that no one's gonna laugh at her with her big mustache. The stories are ridiculous more often than not. This one really takes the cake. What makes them ridiculous is just these story elements that just make it make no sense. It's like not necessarily that she even has a wicked mo. Like that's not that hard to believe. It's just like all these little like plot points that are like, well, not really. Like it wouldn't actually work like that.
Then I believed the doctor's words and I left the office determined. When I approached my classmates, they were shocked to see the thick mustache under my nose.
Like, what are you doing? Take that off.
Why don't she cut her lip off? Boom, problem solved.
Yeah, solved. That would solve it. No more mustache, just teeth. They think it's fake. They're like, why are you wearing a fake mo? And you're like, it's my look. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing this every day from now on.
Everyone thought it was just a joke. Then Lori tugged at my mustache to try to peel it off. As you already understand, the mustache remained in place and Lori screamed in horror.
Jeez, that's pretty harsh. You're a monster. Never talk to me again. I don't want to see you or your mustache. Get out of here. Just leave.
The boys looked at me with disgust. Out of frustration and pain.
Disgust? Disgust. I'd be looking at this chick with jealousy. I'd be like, what? I can't grow a mustache like that. I've tried. You could go through some of my videos before. I've tried to grow a mustache. You get to a point where it just looks so gross. I think my understanding is you need to like grow it even past that to the point where like this bit is like reaching all the way over here and you can just like curl the whole thing. But that's gross. Think about all the like the weird in between stages you have to get through to get to that. It's hard, but she's done it. She's gone through the hard work and she's got a wicked mustache.
I even yelled at Lori, but this only made her angry. She acidly said that I should wear a mask forever and never show my face to anyone. My classmates left, and from that day on, an endless mockery of me began. I tried to fight them off, but it only led to more conflict. Then one day I had another fight with Lori. Out of anger, she pushed me right down the stairs, and Here's
the weird thing about this. At the school that I went to, when I was school-aged, if you had a mustache, they would literally give you a razor and tell you to shave it off. Like, as a dude. So I just don't understand. I still just kind of think she could just shave it off. I feel like it's so dramatic to be like, no, it's going to grow back thicker. It's like, well, it's already a problem. It's not going to be more of a problem if her insane mo is just a bit thicker. It actually doesn't grow back thicker, just blunt hairs. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just it would be nice if the doctor would have told them that. Oh, by the way, that whole thing, that's a myth. You can actually just shave it off. You'd think they would have, because they went to the hospital about it. And they're like, you've got a hormone imbalance. Here you go. Here's some stuff to take it. By the way, you can shave it off. It's not going to grow back thicker. That's a myth. Don't worry about it. He just like left him. He's like, this is kind of funny, right? Just left them on their own to deal with that. And the mum's like, no, you must not. But I'm just saying, even if you thought it grew back thicker, it's already a problem. Who cares if it's a little bit thicker? Just shave every day, like the rest of the clean-shaven men out there.
Fell and broke my arm. Apparently, realizing what she'd done, Lori helped me up and then started threatening me. She said that if I complained to anyone about her, then my school life would turn into hell.
Jeez. She got pushed down the stairs because she has a mo. She broke her arm, and then she got, like, blackmailed.
This threat scared me because it was already difficult for me in this new school. After I had gotten a plaster cast at the hospital.
That's a massive cast.
I told Sandy.
How's she going to go like this? with only one hand. She has to take it in turns. That's not a vibe. This is a vibe.
All this time, she was the only one who supported me. But she didn't understand why I didn't want to see her. I did not dare to tell her about my mustache, fearing that because of this, she would consider me a freak and stop being friends with me. I came up with new excuses, but in the end, Sandy stopped believing me. She said she wouldn't talk to me unless I told her the whole truth.
I know you're hiding something. I know you're hiding something. What is it? What is it? It's my insane mustache. It's so classy. It's so classy, and I'm afraid that you won't want to be friends with me because I'm just too classy.
I didn't want to do this, so I resigned myself to the fact that for some time we simply wouldn't communicate. It was hard for me without the support of a friend because even my mother couldn't understand me. She felt sorry for me, of course, and tried to talk to me about my problems.
I just feel like there's so many solutions. There are so many solutions to this. If it's causing such a problem in your life, just keeping the mo is not the solution.
But as soon as it came to distance learning, my mother began to get angry and immediately closed the topic. I did not want to go to school at all because there I had another serious problem.
The mustache fighting off the A.
Because of my complexes and the
See, it is. It's a I order.
or
Exactly
with my
that kind of vibe.
classmates, my academic performance suffered. If earlier I had only good grades, now I got low marks for everything. This, of course, worried me, but not as much as the hated mustache and relationships with my classmates. All of the negativity accumulated in me for a long time, and one day I broke down. When Lori once again said all sorts of nasty things about me, I went up to her and hit her.
Dang.
A fight broke out, which was somehow stopped.
So I took it to fisticuffs. I took me and my mustache over to Lori, and I shook her one in the face.
Stopped by the class teacher. I thought it would end there, but I was wrong. After school, a police car where Lori sat and smiled slyly was waiting for me. The sheriff came up to me and asked me to get into the car.
The sheriff came up to me and asked me, "Whoa, dude, how do I get a mustache as wicked as yours? What do you use? What product?"
On the way, I found out that Lori was the sheriff's daughter. We were taken to the police
Classic.
station where I sat for several hours until my mother came to pick me.
You were what? You were locked up in police station until my mother came and afforded bail. You're a child.
Up. The sheriff issued us a fine and warned us that if this happened again, the fine would be twice as much. My mom just shook her
Dang.
head reproachfully and paid it. The next morning, the principal called my mother and told her to come to school with me. Of course, he found out about the fight and the police station. He told my mother that I was behaving horribly, constantly
Wait, this looks like the principal from the last school. I thought she went to a new school.
fighting with my classmates and getting bad grades that I didn't even try to improve. As a result, the principal expelled me from the school and also wrote a negative character reference for me.
Dang.
Despite all that happened to me, my mother still tried to get me into another school, but with such a reference, I couldn't get in anywhere.
What happens in that scenario? Do you just end up not going to school? We've only got a minute left. How does the story turn around? Don't tell me there's one of these ones where it's like, and so I've been trying to get back in school for a year now, and I just can't, and I still have this wicked mustache. What would you do in my situation? Let me know in the comments below.
And then she finally agreed to distance learning, which I was incredibly happy about. Unfortunately, my troubles didn't end there.
Oh.
Since our city was small, rumors of the incident with the fight and the police station quickly spread throughout it and reached Sandy and her parents. They used to think I was a good girl, but now seeing what I've done, they forbade Sandy to communicate with me. It really upset me because she was my best friend. But there
No, we're not going to allow you. She's got a mustache. She's got too much macho vibes.
are positive aspects of this whole story. Soon, the mustache stopped growing and began to disappear from my face.
Wow.
Distance learning, despite my mother's fears, is paying off, and I managed to improve my academic performance.
That's good.
What would you do in my situation?
Exactly. What would you do? That was like... Is it going to end with what would you do? Exactly, it did. Yeah, they gave us one little sentence where they're like, yeah, it's all good now. It's fine. It's going all right and my mustache is gone. What would you do? I would shave the mustache off. Just get rid of the mustache. Come on! Could have so easily prevented all of this. I can't believe that there was a moment there where she had a shack in a park that she was living in during school hours. It's so ridiculous. Wow, the story is very interesting. Love you guys so much, especially the narrator. Keep up the good work. I thought I was the only one mustache hair and is a girl. Yeah, I have that too. It makes me so insecure. That's true, actually. It's a little bit weird, this video, because you'd get a bunch of like younger girls being like, wait, when I look in the mirror, I can see hairs coming off my lip. Do I have a hormone imbalance? Is this gonna be me? Am I gonna get teased at school? Am I never gonna be able to go to school again? Is my academic life gonna suffer? Am I gonna get pushed down some stairs and break my arm because of my mo? Join and shave it. Also join and own it. It's a myth that if you cut off the mustache, it grows back faster and it'll get more hairs. Exactly. Yeah, you're right. You are right. I mean, it's something that can happen, but you're not the only girl with a mustache. Like, jeez, get over yourself. This was a good story. I disagree. I think this one was kind of lame. It just made no sense. There's just too many way convenient, like, plot points. Imagine being in middle school and thinking you'll get arrested because of the few hairs on your face. I wish that these channel thought those through a little bit more. Yeah, it's a bit ridiculous. Anyway, do you have a mustache? Or do you wish you had a mustache? Either way, the perfect way to complement that mustache is a sweet lemon carton merch item. It's cute. It's sweet. It's got a cute, sweet little lemon carton on it. And you can come and follow me over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Joinen, but on Twitch, where we film these videos live every weekday. Just not at the moment. I'm on break. I will be back soon, early January. But just come and follow me anyway, so that you're ready. And I'll see you here on YouTube tomorrow.
Thank you for watching my video, but now that it's done, please watch another one.